Welcome back to REIQA.com Real Estate Education Program. We offer free real estate education for investors and wholesalers in both written and video formats. Plus, have an online Q&A group on Facebook where you can ask any follow-up questions. And if you still need more advanced help and decide to hire a mentor or coach, we can help with that as well. In this video, we will discuss the rules and process for evicting tenants. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and ask any follow-up questions in the group. Our experienced investors will respond throughout their days to help you. Check out our website at REIQA.com and the links in the description below for more real estate help, tools, and resources. Disclaimer: I am not an attorney or investment advisor. All content is for general information and not legal, investment, or tax advice. Viewers should do their own due diligence and seek professional counsel prior to making any kind of investments, legal, or tax changes. Now, let's begin discussing the rules and process for evicting tenants. It is a good idea to screen tenants carefully before renting to them. If you do not use an experienced property management company and self-manage your rental properties, there are various landlord-tenant screening services available that can provide landlord credit reports and tenant background checks. This can help you make informed decisions about who you rent to and can help you avoid issues in the future. As a landlord, you will eventually find yourself in a situation where you need to evict a tenant. This can be due to non-payment of rent, lease violations, health and safety issues, or even tenant bankruptcy. It is important to seek legal advice and to follow the laws of your state, as the eviction process can be complex and varies from state to state. Some states are much more landlord-friendly, and the eviction process can be completed in under 30 days. Whereas other states that are more tenant-friendly, it can take several months, even up to a year or more, to go through the eviction process. Having a pre-established relationship with a good real estate attorney is useful as you begin to own more units. That way they will carry out various needed legal tasks, only charging a flat fee, whereas hiring a lawyer on a case-to-case basis can result in much higher legal fees. If a tenant is violating the terms of their lease, it is important to provide a written warning and give them time to remedy the problem. This can prevent the tenant from later claiming that they were unaware of the violation or that they received no notice of it. If the tenant does not take corrective action, you can proceed with the eviction process. Eviction for non-payment. If a tenant does not pay their rent when it's due, you always need to send written notice informing them that their rent is overdue and they may face eviction if they do not pay on time. Typically, rent is due on the first of the month, and then there's a set date after a certain period of time where a late fee will apply. This is typically the 5th or 10th of the month, again depending on state laws. If the rent is still not paid after the late fee date, you need to provide them another written notice, and in most states can begin eviction proceedings based on non-payment of rent. However, be aware that if the tenant makes a partial payment during the eviction process, this may result in the dismissal of the eviction lawsuit in some jurisdictions. You should have it clearly written out in the terms of your lease agreement covering how partial payments are handled. One option is to not allow partial payments in your lease, and then you can always make a case-by-case decision. But if you do accept a partial payment, you should get a payment plan in writing with their commitment to dates they will need to pay the additional rent owed and have them sign it. Eviction for health and safety risks. In cases where a tenant poses a health or safety risk to other tenants or the property, you may be able to evict them. Start by serving them with a notice to remedy or repair the problem within a set period of time, such as a week. If they do not take action, you can proceed with the eviction process. Even if the tenant resolves the issue, in some states, you can still serve them with a notice of eviction on health or safety grounds and a notice stating that their tenancy is being terminated. Tenant bankruptcy. If a tenant files for bankruptcy, an automatic stay may be put in place that prevents you from continuing with the eviction process until the bankruptcy is resolved. In this case, you may need to bring a motion before the bankruptcy court to ask for the stay to be lifted. Regardless of the reason for eviction, during the eviction process, it is always possible that the tenant may bring counterclaims against you, such as inadequate maintenance of the property or lease violations. It is a good idea to keep written records of any complaints or issues related to the rental unit, as this can help you defend against any counterclaims made by the tenant. Prior to going to court, you will want to make sure you have all the documentation in order, including copies of lease, rent payment history, and any written communications, notices, etc. If you do not have adequate knowledge of the state rental laws or haven't been through the eviction process before, it's highly suggested to use an attorney who specializes in representing landlords in eviction cases. The information in this video should provide you with enough knowledge of what is required for a successful eviction. That concludes this video. Please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and ask any follow-up questions in the group. Our experienced investors will respond throughout their days to help you. Check out our website at REIQA.com and the links in the description below for more real estate help, tools, and resources.